Electricity, a fridge, a light, auto sorting. My PvE base is finally home, and I'm ready to expand. But it took longer to get here than I expected. My original base decayed due to real life happening. Nothing survived. So on day 3, I rebuilt off camera, the same log cabin shell as before. But aside from that, I had nothing. Nothing from the airdrop in episode 1, none of the scrap, nada. But I had a plan. What I'm going to do is, with my trusty old hatchet and a hazmat suit, I'm going to set a timer for half an hour, and I'm just going to run the roads and loot stuff, go to mining outpost, recycle, loot there, and after half an hour, let's see what I get. There is a patrol helicopter about, so I do have to pay attention to that a little bit. Oh, another motorcycle. That's cool. Ooh, there's a car. We could fix that up at some point. We're going to find a bunch of those as well. Got a wolf here. If I could take the one wolf, I think we're okay. But multiple is going to be an issue. I don't have a torch on me. Torches will scare wolves away. Hey, doggy, doggy, doggy. Good doggy, doggy, doggy. They like to surround you, too. I think he's by himself. Let's get him. Here, doggy, doggy, doggy. Howie. Ha. Hey, doggy, doggy, doggy. Got him. Oh, there's a scientist, and I'm not well equipped to take him, so we'll leave him for now. And because I don't have any blueprints, I'm going to recycle a lot of stuff right now, because I can't make, like, road sign armor and things like that. So we're just going to recycle that to get enough scrap to start learning stuff and see what we find. I'll go ahead and craft the wolf headdress. Still don't have any low grade. I could head over to satellite, head towards satellite dish maybe if I had some low grade, especially on the bike. There's some low grade. Chopper. Obviously, guys, if you don't know, that patrol helicopter will target me if I have basically a ranged weapon in my hotbar. So even a bow or any gun, or if you have, I believe it's more than 2 articles of like armor, clothing, or whatnot. So I just tend to have 2 or less. Oh, there's a horse. That doesn't need any low grade. Let's just head towards satellite dish now that we've got this horse. Here. Oh, there's radiation here. That's right. Oh, I have this hazmat suit on and we are good. Can I make a torch? Yeah. Haha, military crate. Oh, yes! A backpack! Guys, that is huge. That is huge. Where's that chopper? Oh. It's right over my house right now. Here's the satellite dish recycler. Another piggy. Found him. Dunskies. Oh, he's here. Where'd he go? Uh-oh, he's gonna get me. Gotta get out of here. Come on. Oh, I don't have any more bandages. I think I got away, though. Whew. I didn't even see him. Alright, we're gonna leave the horse and take the motorcycle now that we have some low grade. Okay guys, in all fairness, it's been about 35 minutes of gathering, but we're going to head and do our last recycle. I'm right outside of Outpost and I have a bunch of stuff to recycle, but since this is PvE, I'm probably never going to recycle at Outpost because you don't get as much materials for what you put in, and nobody's ever going to run up on me recycling at a monument. So I'm near Mining Outpost, so that's where I will be recycling, at least for now, instead of Outpost. Oh my god, that wolf scared me. It's gonna cause me to crash my bike. Alright guys, so after looting for about 40 minutes, obviously some of the big wins was getting the motorcycle back, getting the military backpack, which was huge for just continuing my looting run. But then you can see I got pretty much a full set of gear. I haven't researched anything yet, so a lot of this stuff I'm going to research at a research station. You can see I got the bucket helmet, I got some wood chest plate and wood armor pants, shirt, pants, bandana. You can see I got a bunch of food, and we'll probably do some farming, so I even kept some seeds and stuff like that. I'm going to need this root combiner, so I kept that. Same with the engineering bench. You can see I got a bunch of resources and components, so almost 800 scrap, over a stack of metal frags, almost a stack of HQM, and a whole bunch of other good stuff as well. So I wish I had some blueprints so I could use some conveyor belts and just auto-organize all this stuff, but I don't, so I'm going to organize it a little bit. And then I'm going to build a tier 1 workbench with some of the scrap that I have to at least get that done. And then I'm going to start researching some of the items that I found with the rest of the scrap. So for now in this box, I'm just putting more classic resources at the top and components at the bottom. And then in this barrel, I will store the armor, and we'll even put like weapons in there for now as well. And then I'm going to need a place for food. I'd like to build a fridge, but of course I don't have that researched yet, and I haven't found one yet. So for now, we'll just put food in here. I should probably cook that meat because it will go bad pretty quick if I don't cook it. So I think we need a campfire. Probably should make some wooden window bars while I'm at it. Start cooking up some of this meat. Because I just feel a bit exposed with this kind of hole to the roof. And I don't have a permanent solution yet, but that's not it. So I'm just going to wall that off a little bit. Feel a little more enclosed now. Could even put a door here, really. That's better. Alright, so we'll craft the tier 1 workbench and a research table. Oh, we need the workbench first. Okay, we'll wait for the workbench. Food's almost done. There's our workbench. I think right there is good for now. So now we can craft our research table. We'll put that someplace else. Use shift to snap. Alright, so now I'm going to make sure I have all the scrap that I need. And then I'm just going to grab the things that I want to research. Oh, I forgot that the wooden chest plate and pants are actually default blueprints. Hazmat suit is not. Let's research that. Root combiner. Gonna want that for electricity. Get this salvaged sword so we always have a melee weapon we can craft. Pants. Shirt. Bucket helmet. Alright guys, and now that I've researched some of these clothing items, and I have a tier 1 workbench, we're going to craft some of them. So I definitely want some pants, a long sleeve tee. I have the wolf headdress, so I'm not going to create a bucket helmet right now. Let's get some leather. I have the wooden armor and the wooden pants, but I could use some hide boots. Could use some leather gloves. And we can actually craft a bandana as well. So I'm going to take off the hazmat. Go with the wolf headdress. Can I wear a bandana with that? Yeah. Go with the bandana. The wood armor shirt. Wood armor pants. The camo pants. And our leather boots. So we now have a starter set of gear to wear. And, oh, you know, one thing I need to research, guys, is the hatchet. What just broke? That was strange. I still don't have a pickaxe, though I did, but with the whole Decay disaster. I lost it. Alright, so we look a little more geared than we did, so I think we can just go out and do another day of looting, and hopefully we'll get a gun today. I thought that wouldn't decay if it was in distance of my TC, but I might have to have it on a foundation. Alright guys, I'll be honest, I always thought that it just had to be within distance of the TC, but apparently I just read it has to have a roof over it, so we're going to have to make a garage today. But we'll go ahead and we'll go loot first, and we'll do that later. I think I might go straight to satellite dish. Could even actually think about doing military tunnel. I just don't know, I'd rather have a gun for that. Let's go check out military tunnel. Okay, I gotta come back here with a gun. That's not a good idea. Where's my bike? Oh my god. I don't even have bandages. Oh no, I pushed it under there. I may do. Shit. Get out of here. Go, 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 go. Oh man, I gotta get some bandages. Where am I going now? I gotta get over here. I gotta get a gun before I do military tunnel. But, ooh, I got a bear rug. That's a big moment. Alright, that's gonna help me heal up really fast. We're gonna have to research that. There's a research table here. Can I research this right now? Yeah, let's just research this here. Bingo. Make sure I take my scrap back. Looks like a spot where there could be a green card. I don't know all the locations of everything, guys, so part of the reason I'm playing this PvE single player is to kind of learn it by exploring instead of just looking it up. In my initial day, I got the airdrop when I got some guns, and so I didn't really think too much about it, but I should probably think about doing like crossbow nail gun, since it's been a while and I still don't have a gun. I thought I could kind of skip over that, but now it looks like that might kind of help me a little bit here if I want to do some bigger monuments. The other option is to just look out for airdrops, because I'm sure there's going to be one at some point. Guys, I noticed that there's also an Oxum's gas station kind of close to my base, so I think I might go check that out, because there can be some military crates spawn there as well. I really want to get like a conveyor, would be nice. A fridge would be huge. Electric furnace, those type of things. But if I get enough scrap, I know I can just research it anyways. Alright, here's Oxum's. Here's the green key card. That's one of the reasons I wanted to come here. We'll be able to do, I believe, satellite dish with that. So we got that. See, there's military crate. Alright, we got a medium battery. That is going to really help our base out. We can research that. Alright guys, I have an idea. I have a bunch of scrap. Let's go buy a gun at outposts. Should be able to buy a gun there with the amount of scrap that I have. Alright, so let's check out the shops here at outpost and see what we can get. Let's get the boots and then we'll research it. Ooh, a jackhammer. Let's get that as well. Can't research that, but we can repair that at a repair bench and use that forever. Let's get this blue key card while we're here. Chainsaw. Let's do it. Since I have the jackhammer, I'm not even going to get a pickaxe. We'll just wait until we get an ice pick. Definitely a good idea to run to outpost, guys. I should have done this sooner. I just didn't. I got that airdrop and I kind of had everything I needed. So then I was like, oh, okay, I don't need to run to outpost. Do we have a solar panel? I don't know if I have a solar panel. I could also get an oil refinery. Let's get this solar panel because we'll use it even if I already have one. Maybe I'll also get this oil refinery since I have a lot of scrap. And that might be it for what we can get here. I thought we could get guns, but I guess not. And actually we can research the boots right here. What about solar panel? Yeah, let's research that. Not sure if I'm even going to research oil refinery. We can just place this one and not let it despawn. Alright, let's head back to base for the end of the day. Hey guys, I think I kind of need a garage for this motorbike. So let's make a small garage so that it doesn't despawn. Could just be a 1x1 with a ramp. Alright guys, so now we have our bike safely stored in a little garage. So it won't despawn, and let's go ahead and let's just repair it. If I have the metal, I don't have the metal. So it's now fully repaired. And we can see if there's a spot to place. Oh, this is a great spot. We can place our oil refinery right here. In between the garage and the base. That is perfect. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Get that rolling. And guys, since we still haven't got a gun, we can craft a crossbow, which will help us. So let's craft a crossbow. And we could also craft a nail gun. So let's craft that as well. We're going to need some more ammo, so let's craft some nail gun nails. And we'll also craft some more arrows. So now, despite not having a gun, we have a little bit better weaponry. So we'll get this crossbow loaded up. Get the nail gun loaded up. Let's go check our refinery. Alright, getting a lot of low grade. And it looks like the sun is about to set, but I'm just going to go grab some stone real quick. You guys can see how the jackhammer makes gathering so much easier. And if you couple this with some mining tea, oh yeah. Another bear. Is that the same one? Got him. Oh, got him with the crossbow. Is he dead? No? Yeah, he's dead. Alright. You guys know what we're making tonight. Bear carp. Oh, this is the guy. Yeah, this was. Look at all these nails. See, get all your nails back. Get your arrows back. No, I didn't get a big ticket item today that I kind of maybe was hoping I could get and show you guys on camera. But I had a pretty good day. And oh, I am full. Let's see, that's how good of a day it is. Looks kind of cozy headed back to the base at night. You can see the oil refinery has things lit up a bit. But let's make it a little more cozy. Alright guys, so I'm crafting a few things up. I'm crafting some torches, some item racks. I like to place my bear rugs on the ceiling, maybe with the head right in this area where I stand. Throw a torch in there and light it up. I'm going to place my grill right here, guys. So it's kind of like my kitchen sink where I'm looking out side into the backyard so we can cook right here. Let's place two of these side by side right here. So now at the end of the day, guys, we can go ahead and hang our jackhammer. We can hang our chainsaw, and they'll rest there for a new day. So we haven't built the Colosseum yet, but we have made our home a little more cozy. Got some illumination at night, some racks to hold our weapons, a grill to cook our food, and a crossbow and a nail gun to slay the wild beasts outside. Alright guys, welcome back to another day in Rust. You can see some of the changes that I made to the base last night. I've got some item racks, I've got a grill now, we've got some extra storage, we've got the bear rug. But I still don't have the refrigerator, electric furnace, and conveyor that I need in order to really automate my setup. So I've had a look and I actually have enough scrap to research the engineering workbench where I can then start researching electricity and some of the industrial components, but I only have enough scrap to research it. So we are going to have to go on another run. I don't even have a furnace yet, but I do have metal that I've gotten from recycling, and I have some high quality metal, so I don't even need a furnace right now. So I'm just going to try and skip over traditional furnaces and go straight for an electric furnace, but we need that blueprint. So let's go on another scrap run, and we'll go get the motorcycle that should be fine in our garage. And there's our bike. Don't have to worry about shutting the door on PvE. We're off. Oh, I forgot I had a bunch of stuff in my backpack. I'm gonna have to go drop that off. I was actually wondering where all that stone went. I knew I had that stone, and I wanted to upgrade a few things with it, but then I couldn't find it. I always forget what's in my backpack, and guys, I have totally forgot I had a backpack on in PvP and just worn it out willy-nilly and lost a bunch of stuff because of that. So yeah, don't make that mistake. I think this cabin needs a little better foundation. I'm just not feeling that secure. I actually have one of the DLCs, the Brutalist, so we're going to go with the Brutalist Stone. And I think I'm going to leave the wood out here for the deck aesthetic, however. And I'm thinking this cabin might stay wood, we'll see, but I'm okay with the foundation being upgraded. Alright, just standing under the bear rug to heal up, and we're just about there, so let's head out to Satellite Dish. Ooh, there's a few. Love being able to use the bikes wherever I want in PvE, not having to worry about it making too much noise. Ooh, we got a light. That's awesome. We'll learn that blueprint. We can get lights in the base. Keeping the things I'm going to bring home in my backpack. Alright guys, we've got a good amount of scrap now, about 300 scrap. So let's just head back towards home and we'll hit up the other mining outpost on the way. Alright, let's make sure we park the bike in the garage, which we conveniently left open. Beautiful. One of the first things I'm going to try and build is a sorting system, so... Oh, and I already have an engineering workbench. Oh, that's awesome, guys. I don't have to use scrap to research that. And let's place this engineering workbench. I think we'll go back over here near the research table. That's good for now. We'll probably reorganize later on. And now let's see what we can research. So I'm looking at getting the fridge, which is right here. Totally doable. But really, where is the conveyor? Total required 365. I have 717 scrap. Oh my gosh, I can unlock it. So let's go ahead and we're going to research down to the conveyor. Blocker ore switch, XOR switch, medium battery. Still have 500 scrap, small generator. Oh, electric furnace, yay. Storage adapter, yay. Oh, the industrial conveyor is now unlocked, guys. Industrial splitter, I'm going to want that too. And the industrial combiner. Oh, this is amazing. We're going to be able to do so much. We can even unlock the industrial crafter. But we're going to get into that later on. Not quite yet. Let me just make sure I'm not missing something in here that I'm really going to need. Electrical branch isn't unlocked. We should unlock that. So let's unlock the splitter and the electrical branch. The refrigerator. I definitely wanted. I kind of want this button for my lights. Only 80 required. Let's go ahead and let's try and get down to the button. Alright. So we've now unlocked the button. We have 172 scrap left. So let's leave it at that and let's craft some stuff, guys. Alright. So excited. Finally. This is what we've all been waiting for. So let's take some metal out of here. We'll take some high quality metal out. Ooh, we might need to upgrade our workbench. That's the only thing. But let's see what we can do here. So can I craft an industrial conveyor with a tier 1 workbench? Yes, I can. Awesome. So we're going to craft one for now. I need tech trash to craft solar panels. So let's get tech trash and let's see if I have any solar panels. I don't, but I do have the medium battery, which I'll use, the electrical branches, which I'll use. I'll get this one light set up. So let's go ahead and let's craft 2 solar panels if we can. Absolutely. Craft 2 solar panels. We have the medium battery, so we already have that. We're going to need a root combiner. That is something that I don't know. Oh yes, I have it unlocked right here. So let's craft a root combiner. Awesome. Thinking for the lights, we'll do a switch for now for the lights. So we'll craft a switch. I'm going to need a couple storage adapters. So what I'm going to do at first is I'm going to just have a sorting system that sends the food to the refrigerator and everything else to a storage box. And then from there, we will sort that storage box as we get enough resources to build the system further. However, in order to do that, I'm going to need some storage adapters. So let's craft 3 storage adapters for now. And we need the refrigerator. So let's craft the refrigerator. We're going to need a pipe tool and a wire tool. So we'll craft those as well. And we'll see what else we need as we go here. So to get started, I'm going to decide where I want to put my battery. So let's pick up this sleeping bag from here. And we will move this sleeping bag just out here for now. And let's put our medium battery against this back wall. This will be our electrical area for now. Now we're going to have a root combiner bring in some solar panel electricity into this medium battery. Eventually we'll have multiple root combiners in here, but we only need one for now. And I do like to put it on the inside, so we'll hook it up there. We'll grab our wire tool. And we'll just grab one of the power slots for that root combiner, and we'll go up to the ceiling and to the roof, and we'll put our solar panels down and get them all hooked up. So I'm going to want them over here near where our battery is. So we're going to face them north like a good Rust player would do. We'll just set them here for now. We can always move them later on, so I'm not too worried about them messing up future base plans. So now we've got our one connection, which I guess is coming up like right here. So let's bring that to one of these solar panels. Right there. And then we'll grab a connection from the other solar panel. Kind of go over to this same area. We'll go back inside the base. And we'll bring this one down to the other root power. And now we can connect the root combiner straight into our battery. And we officially have power. Now one thing I like to do is I like to put a main kill switch in a lot of my builds, and we're going to be doing a lot with electricity and everything in this one. So let's go ahead and let's just put a main power switch here for the base. Just put it here for now. So we'll go out of the battery, power output, kind of try and keep our wires nice and clean. We'll go into this switch, so power in. We'll build everything out on the other side of the switch, so the switch will essentially shut off the base whenever we want to. Now to get our fridge hooked up, we are going to want an electrical branch just for the fridge. So let's go ahead and we'll put that on the wall, and we'll kind of try and put all of our electrical branches here on the wall next to each other. This one's going to require 5 power, so let's configure it and set it to 5. Grab our wire tool, and we'll have this go from the power out of this switch, which essentially will almost always be on, but we do have the option to turn it off. And we'll go into this electrical branch, and then we'll go to the branch out. Oh, we need to set up our fridge. So let's go ahead and grab our fridge. So we want it right there. Perfect. Okay, so now let's grab our wire tool and go out from this electrical branch. From the branch out. And for the fridge, I guess we'll just go along this wall. We'll probably have all of our wires kind of follow each other here. In. Need to turn on the base. Boom. Do we have powered our fridge? We do. Awesome. So now let's move our food over there. That's going to be amazing. We will no longer be spoiling things. Alright, so I told you guys I'm going to set up a sorting system. Eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a drop box that when you put things in, that goes through and that sorts the system. But for now we can just use a regular box as kind of our sorting box. So let's create a barrel, and we'll put it right here by the door so that we can just dump things in real quick, and then it will go into our sorting system. Set our barrel right there. So this will be our dump storage. So we are going to want to put a storage adapter on that. Put it on the side of this one, I believe, because I don't want it to be sticking out the front there. We're also going to put a storage adapter on top of the refrigerator, because that's where the food is going to go. And then we'll have everything else go in, I guess here for now, in this barrel for now. So I'm going to put a storage adapter on that barrel as well. So we're going to grab an industrial conveyor now. And we'll go ahead and we're going to set it, we'll set it above the fridge so we know that this one filters for the fridge. And we're actually going to need a couple industrial conveyors for this. So we're going to need another one. And we're also going to need an industrial splitter. So let's craft an industrial splitter for 75 frags. And so now we're going to have 2 conveyors up here. One is for food and one is going to be for everything else. So now above our storage, we'll place our industrial splitter so we can take multiple things out of the storage. And now we'll go ahead and we'll grab our pipe tool and we'll pipe this together. So we're going to go to the industrial out of our drop barrel, essentially. We're going to pipe that up and into the industrial in of the splitter. We're going to do one of the industrial outs of the splitter to one of the conveyors, to the industrial in of the first conveyor. And then the second industrial out of the splitter we'll have go to the industrial in the other conveyor. And the first conveyor will go to the industrial out, and we will pipe that into the industrial in of the refrigerator. Just like that. And then we're going to go and we're going to change the item filters. We're just going to choose food. And we'll hit apply. Now we're going to go to the second conveyor and we're going to choose the filters and we're going to choose food as well. But this time we're going to go to the drop down at the bottom and we're going to choose exclude listed items and hit apply. So now that's going to grab everything except for food. So we'll attach the industrial out of that one and we'll pipe that over. Let's see, where is it? Over to the storage barrel that we wanted for everything else. And we'll go to the industrial in of that storage adapter. So once we get this set up with electricity, it will send all of our food automatically to our fridge and everything else to this barrel. In the future, we could add other conveyors just right up here in the system to send things immediately to where they're supposed to go, or we could add conveyors on the other side of this main storage to further organize things. And so I'll kind of decide based on the space and what we're already doing, how I want to set that up. But for now, we need to set up the electricity. Each conveyor takes 1 electricity, so we have 2 conveyors for now. So let's go in this room, and I can't see much, but I can see to put another branch right here. So let's go ahead, and we're going to put another branch in here. And this time, we're going to configure this one for 2, and we'll change this if we need more, if we have more conveyors later on. But now we're going to go to the power out of the first branch, and we're just going to connect to the power in of the branch we just placed. And we'll go to the branch out of the new branch, and we're going to follow our same electrical wire as before, just to keep things kind of neat and clean here. And this one's going to go to the conveyors, so we'll go right to where we did with the fridge. And we will connect it first to the power in of the first conveyor, and then we'll go to the first conveyor to the pass-through, and we'll connect it to the power in of the second conveyor. And now if we turn these on, our sorting system should be working. So one way we can test is we can take out something from in here. So all this meat, take that out of the fridge, and we'll go over here to our sorting barrel, drop barrel, and we'll put the meat in there. Oh, looks like it's taking it out of that barrel. Where did it go? There it is, back in the fridge. And now we can go over to this bin and we'll take out the blue key card that we have, and we'll put it in our sorting barrel. Wait for it to disappear. There it is, back where it's supposed to go. So you can see we have the making of a sorting system here. But I also want to get the making of a light system as well. So let's go ahead and let's go over here. And let's place a third branch on the wall, electrical branch. Each light needs 2 electricity. We only have 1 light right now, so we'll just set it to 2. We'll go to the pass-through of the last one that we placed, or the power out, I guess, of the last one that we placed. And we will go to the power in of the new one. We'll find a place where we want to put our light. For now, since we only have 1 light, we'll put it right in the middle here of our kind of production area near the bear rug. Now we'll go and we'll connect the branch out of the new electrical branch following our same wires as before to keep things as clean as possible. So actually we're going to want a light switch. So let's craft a switch, since I already used the one I had crafted for the main power of the base. And we're going to put it near the front door. So let's go ahead and let's bring this wire to the other side. We'll follow the same lines as before to keep it clean. Find a place for our switch. I think right here is good. So now we'll bring that wire all the way over, and we'll connect it to the power in of that switch. Now we'll go to the power out of that switch. Go back up following the wires as much as we can to keep it clean. And we'll go to the power in of the light. Now if we flip the switch, we have light in our base. Awesome. We can even turn off the lantern. And we've actually been up a whole Rust night getting this all powered up, guys, but there you have it. We have made some huge progress by getting enough scrap to research at the engineering bench. I mean, we now have the makes of a sorting system. All our food automatically goes to the fridge, everything else to this main storage bin. We also have a light system, so we can just start adding more lights and our base will be illuminated. And we have our refrigerator, which the food automatically gets put in it when we put anything in this sorting bin, so I could even start using this. I just said, alright guys, let's drop off my stuff. And it will go to where it needs to go, and we're just going to add more conveyors to this system so that we can sort things by whether it is a component or a resource or armor, weapon, whatever it may be. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. We didn't build so much onto the base, but we really added a lot of the deployables and electricity and industrial stuff, so I'm getting really excited. I can see the makes of an awesome complex going on here. This episode, like the first episode, was 3 Rust days, so hopefully that's working out for you guys. I'm not sure what I want to do about the Decay. I think right now I have 4 days set in my tool cupboard, so I think I should be good. But I'm thinking about whether I should really have that turned on or not for a PvE playthrough where I don't really want to have to worry about what's going on in the online world when I'm offline. But maybe you guys can let me know in the comments section. But again, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'm looking forward to building this base out even more.